The Chinese are quite particular about dining. Thanks to their love of food, there is an astounding variety of Chinese cuisine, coupled with unique anecdotes and etiquette. And thus, a great nation of gourmet has come into being. Delicacies are everywhere around us, not just in gourmet restaurants, but in our daily lives as well. The world became a global village in the 21st century. It's an era of development and fusion. In cities, cuisines are mixed and developed at an unprecedented speed. If this continues, although people can taste regional cuisines without any restrictions, Chinese food will lose its original charm one day. Therefore, creative cuisine and private home cuisine have become a fad in big cities. The exquisite and mysterious cuisines have attracted people's attention. Private home cuisine dates back to the Republic of China. It features tailored dishes, dining environment, and table manners. It originated from another Chinese cuisine, Chinese Aristocrat Cuisine. Chinese Aristocrat Cuisine took shape in the Western Han Dynasty and reached its peak in the Ming and Qing dynasties. Chinese Aristocrat Cuisine used to refer to the delicate dishes made exclusively for high-ranking officials by their private chefs. Some imperial officials were also gastronomies and liked to participate in cooking by bringing their own private chefs, so the cuisine is also known as private cuisine. Liu Zhong is the head chef of Tan Family Cuisine at Beijing Hotel. He is the fourth generation of Tan Family Cuisine. To guarantee the quality of food materials, he purchases seafood in person every once in a while.
海洋的味道。这家菜主要是以做烹制干货海鲜为主。首先是我们对于原材料要求的比较精细。你比如说这个裙翅使用了宽1尺6，高2尺；虾一定要是4到6头，鲍鱼可能要8到10头。乌参我们一定要使用1斤这个3头左右。这些原材料，只有这个标准才能有一定的这个口感，才能有一定的上桌的这个理由。
Choosing fine and exquisite ingredients is one of the basic principles of Tan cuisine, since its establishment 100 years ago. In 1909, Tan Juanqing left his hometown, Nanhai, in Guangdong province, and came to Beijing. 35 years before that, his father, Tan Chongjun, came second in a final imperial examination and then was appointed as an official at the Hanlin Academy. 14 years later, the father couldn't stand the corruption and internal strife and resigned from office. He had passed on his cooking skills to his son. Mishe Hutong was inhabited by officials in the Qing dynasty. Tan Juanqing moved in after his arrival. He and his third concubine, Zhao Lifeng, catered banquets to make a living. Their business was unexpectedly good. In the 1930s, Tan's cuisine won a strong reputation, attracting many celebrities. Tan is the founder of Chinese private home cuisine. In 1943, Tan passed away. Zhao died in 1946. Their daughter, Tan Ling Rao, took over the family business, Peng Changhai being the head chef. Liu's teacher, Wang Binghe, is a student of Peng.
现在呢，谭家菜的重任呢落在了我肩上。我跟我们谭家菜的一些师傅也有信心，把我们这个谭家菜能够更好的传承下去。
Tan family cuisine adheres to strict selection of materials, a generous amount of ingredients, meticulous gastronomy, appropriate cooking times, the right amount of heating, and tasty flavors.
我们一般选择形状完整的这个燕盏，而且是一种纯天然的、没有经过漂白的、颜色稍微发灰黑的一种燕窝。
Firstly, soak the bird's nest. Han family cuisine adopts a traditional way of doing so.
掌发是利用厨师的一双手，还有水的温度，不增加任何的化学添加剂，让燕窝反复的吃水，反复的回性，可以达到一个食用的程度。那么还不要破坏它本身的这个营养。
The seemingly simple procedure takes 2 or 3 days. The soaked bird's nest is silver in color, with some imperceptible black objects. Next, the impurities must be removed.
这一道很繁琐的，还有很磨练人心性的一道工序，一定要用白色的这个餐具作为底色相衬，才能衬出这些黑色的杂质和燕窝。
The black impurities are hay and birds' feathers. The chef uses a long bamboo stick to pick them out.
竹签的这个一端呢，非常的尖，这样呢能够把细细的绒毛一点一点的拨在这个盘子边上，再用这个手把它这个杂质挑出去。
It takes another 5 to 6 hours. Before the chef cooks the bird's nest, he has to make a consommé first.
厨师的汤是非常重要的，巧媳妇难为无米之炊。如果厨师要没有好的汤，无法把这个原料这个美味发挥到极致。
Consommé used in Tan cuisine is made of precious ingredients, including chicken, duck, ham, and dried scallop. Simmer the ground meats. Magically, the resulting concoction is a clear liquid that has a very pale yellow color. The main ingredient of consommé is made from hen stock.
我们要选用3年以上的母鸡，一定是自己觅食的鸡，一定是营养丰富，肉质很坚硬。
Chop the ingredients into pieces and put them in the pot. Chop the chicken breast that will be used later. The lengthy process of simmering takes more than 10 hours. The chef should stir the contents frequently and skim off foam from the surface.
汤出来以后呢，一定是汤汁金黄，味香醇厚。
3 to 4 hours later, remove the solids. Add in the chopped chicken breast. The chopped chicken breast must be soaked in hot water first.
然后把它倒入浓汤里，经过反复的搅拌，让这个鸡肉充分发挥它的吸附作用，把鸡汤里面的一些物质吸附到这个鸡肉上面。
It can be seen clearly that the consommé is gradually diluted. The cooking method is traditional and magical. To reach such a special flavor, this method of making consommé has been passed down and promoted for thousands of years. Although in the beginning of the 21st century, gourmet powder was invented that made cooking tasty dishes easy, there is always an ongoing dispute over the use of it in China. It has been proved that gourmet powder is natural and harmless, but Liu told us that making consommé to enhance flavour is an indispensable tradition of aristocrat cuisine.
当年我师傅就跟我曾经说过一句话，说这个做菜呢就跟做人一样，一定要稳重。只有你细心的这个料理它，照顾它，才能把菜做到汤鲜味美。
After more than 10 hours of simmering, the consommé finally reaches its desired taste. Add ginger slices in water. Blanch the prepared bird's nest in the boiling water. Soak the bird's nest in the consommé. Put it in the tableware and cover with the rest of the consommé. Steam it for 40 minutes. The bird's nest consommé is now ready. Today, the imperial government has gone with the wind, and many exquisite dishes have disappeared. Still, some delicacies have been passed down. Among them is a well-known dish called Buddha Jumps Over the Wall. Zhang Chunfa, a native of Fuqing, Fujian province, used to be the private cook of provincial magistrate Zhou Lian. Zhou donated money to help him get appointed as a 6th-rank official. One day, a local official entertained Zhou. A dish was served by simmering chicken, duck and pork in Shaoxing wine. Zhou was fond of the flavour and asked Zheng to duplicate the dish. Zheng improved the cooking method and added seafood materials to make the dish tastier. On Zhou's birthday, when the dish was served, its aroma permeated every corner of the hall. It said that even Buddha would be tempted by its aroma and jump over the wall to taste it. So the dish was named Buddha Jumps Over the Wall. Today the dish can be found in many cuisines. In Cantonese cuisine, sea cucumber, abalone, dried scallop, chicken feet, duck feet, pork tendon, mutton and pork tripe are soaked, cleaned and boiled. The ingredients are put in a pot and sprinkled with mushroom, winter bamboo shoot and white radish. Shaoxing wine and chicken soup are added. Lid is covered with a piece of white paper. Water is then poured on the lid to keep the jars sealed. It is then out in a steamer for 2 to 3 hours. Then it can be served. With 8 precious food materials, the dish is also called 8 treasures in a pot. Chinese aristocrat cuisine features precious ingredients, meticulous gastronomy, and a fine appearance. Influenced by culture, the cuisines also have a distinctive flavor.
姑奶奶，你告诉我怎么做的，我回家去也做点吃。
这也不难，你把才下来的茄子皮儿削了，切成碎丁子，用鸡油炸了，再用鸡脯子肉和香菌、蘑菇、新笋、五香豆腐干、各色干果子切成丁子，用鸡汤煨了，用香油一收。
This is footage from the TV series Dream of the Red Chamber. Granny Liu, who was from a poor family, was amazed by the recipe for an eggplant dish told by Wang Shifeng. The dish is tie xiang, or braised eggplant. Xiang, which was originally used to describe dried fish, now generally refers to preserved and cured food. The major ingredient of the dish is dried eggplant. It was made for scholars to eat on their way to the examination halls. It was then adopted as an aristocrat delicacy. It's simple to cook braised eggplant. Cut dried eggplant into cubes. Soak them until they are soft. Squeeze the excess liquid from the eggplant. Place a small amount of oil in a heated pot. Add in scallions, ginger and garlic, and stir until a good aroma emerges. Add salted fish cubes, ham cubes, mushroom cubes, chicken cubes, pine nuts, raisins, dried tofu cubes, and bamboo shoot cubes, and stir. Pour in chicken soup and soy sauce. Finally, add prepared eggplant cubes and serve. While ordinary looking, the dish has a mixture of many ingredients, and the eggplant's fibre absorbs the soup. Even using ordinary ingredients, Chinese aristocratic cuisine adopts an exquisite method. Yuan Mei was a famous poet and writer in the Qing dynasty. When he was 33, he resigned from his post and returned to his hometown. He built his house, Sui Garden, in Jingling and concentrated on his literary interests. In 1792, in accordance with his cooking practice, he wrote his collection of recipes in the book Sui Garden Recipes. It is regarded as a classical cookery book for descendants to study Chinese cuisine. It is a detailed recipe for 326 dishes dating from the 14th to the 18th centuries, including aristocrat cuisine. Most importantly, it covers food selection, cooking methods, and tasting, enabling us to reproduce delicacies. Wang Xiaoming is the Vice General Manager of Beijing Taiwei Golf Club. The first thing he does at work every day is to look over the whole golf course on a cart. Wang is also the head chef of the club restaurant. He's well versed in traditional Lu cuisine and has secret recipes of famous dishes.
他就要吃那烤牛排是吗？对，那行，那个我马上给他安排。你拿纸拿笔来，我马上给他开。
It's a private home cuisine restaurant, exclusively for club members. There is no official menu in the restaurant.
从到这儿来之后，我就坚持我这个餐厅就是原材料，所有的原材料，在我心目中，超过3天，这肯定不能少。比如说像我们那个鲁菜里的传统的，就是说燕翅鲍是传统固定的，其余的这些菜，这些搭配，我就一定要按照时令来。我今天早上采购什么，你今天中午就吃什么。
Having no menu in the restaurant is a choice based on Wang's high standard for ingredients and also a tradition of Chinese aristocrat cuisine. Today Wang will cook a tofu dish. The seemingly ordinary dish has an unusual story. It was one of Kangxi Emperor's favorite dishes. Su Tiansui, Grand Secretary and Minister of Justice, impressed the emperor. One day, the emperor ordered him to give the secret recipe for the dish to Su. But when Su went to the imperial kitchen, he was subject to threats and forced to pay a big sum of money to finally get the recipe. Yuan got the secret recipe from his friend, Wang Mengting. Wang was the chief of the local prefecture, so the dish was called Chief Wang's 8 Treasure Tofu. The detailed procedure was recorded in Sui garden recipes. Chop tofu, add chopped champignon, mushroom, pine nuts, melon seeds, minced chicken, and ham to thick chicken soup. Bring to the boil and serve. Wang's recipe is almost the same as Yuan's. First, cut tofu into cubes. Cut other ingredients into cubes as well. Stir the chopped tofu. Add in other ingredients. Pour in chicken soup. The dish is a typical way of making a delicacy out of ordinary ingredients. Soft and tasty, rich in nutrition, and easy to digest. That explains why the emperor gave the recipe to his subordinate. Although being seemingly easy to follow, the dish asks for accuracy and agility. Wang keeps daily affairs of the club in order. But one thing upsets him.
我现在困惑的就是收徒弟，我教人家，人家还不愿学呢，因为这个东西太磨人了。过去收徒弟，首先磨你的性子，头3年，你甭想上灶台，墩子都不让你上，就说切都不让你切，沏茶倒水还得给他洗脚。你不要认为他是在折腾你，其实他是在杀你的锐气，把你刚烈的性情都磨没了之后，才能一点一点的教你东西。现在大部分都是急功近利，没有人能静下心来，真是的踏踏实实的跟你学。
We are amazed by the fast-changing world. Although we have no idea how long private home restaurants can survive, we believe that the fine cuisines will pass down so long as people seek good food and have a deeper understanding of the history. Do we have time to be exquisite and elegant again? Can we be focused and settled? Can we go back to tradition? What kind of role does fine tableware play in cuisine development? Please join us for part 7 of Discovering Chinese Cuisine.